Alright, guys, I got my Skag 61 V-Ride. It's a 2018. I thought my left hydro pump grenaded. Really, the inner bearing just gave away. Just real quick, it's real easy to take apart. There's two bolts to remove it. You do have to remove the belt, and the way Skag pulley systems are, you got to take the two quarter-inch bolts out. You re-thread them into the other holes that are there. They're like offset to help drive that collar from the inside and in a drop. Basically, you take when you get the pump out, get all this stuff out. Don't worry about taking the fittings off. To get your hoses out, you take these two bolts off. This cap comes off. There is a little spring and a little bearing in there. I'll show you here in a minute what it looks like. And that comes off. I don't remember. I know there's an O-ring. I don't remember exactly. I don't think that's all that's inside. It actually houses the gear drive, the oil pump for it. Then there's 4 bolts, and that thing just comes apart. So my inner bearing really just grenaded. These pumps are simple, so excuse, I'm stuffing my damn air hose. But anyway, these are really simple to repair and fix. You need to be an expert. But essentially, this is what mounts to the pump. This piece gets mounted in here after you put the bearing and seal. So basically, my bearing grenaded goes in here. Once you put the bearing in there, this little piece, which is damaged, I got to order one. It's kind of, you can see it's grooved up from the bearing grenaded. This seal is actually not that bad. I'm going to replace it anyway. You always want to replace seals when you tear these apart. But once you put the new bearing in there, this collar, push this down in there, this shaft will actually, right here, will come up through. Basically, it will go down through here. This is the top of the pump, actually, where I got it inside. Right, that's the top. See, that's that pump I was talking about with the 2 bolts, and gaskets are right here. Here's a gasket for that, and then this is the gasket for the actual case, which is, boom, right there. But anyway, you would basically put this this guy right here. That's a perfect square. I don't think there's any it ain't rocket science. It goes in there like that. Then basically this pump goes in here. This is your drive mechanism, right? This is your bearing housing. Then you put this guy on. And then once you do that, these little pistons, I'm going to tell you something about these pistons. If you take it apart, especially if it's had some kind of bearing failure, you want to clean it, every bit of this shit. We got a Roll King next to us, but you get you some brake clean and blow it in there, hold it in there, shake it around, get you an air nozzle like that, and blow it in. I'm gonna tell you something right now, okay? These little fucking things, they're like bushings that ride on the inside of these collar. It's like a wear chip maybe, and basically you want to put. You got to look at it. You can see how that's kind of wore a little bit from the spring. You want to make sure you load that on the spring like that. And then make sure these are clean. I cleaned all these with brake clean, blew them all out, and then boom, set it back on. But essentially what happens is this guy, once you load all these cylinders in here like this, that'll get loaded in here. That'll get loaded in here. Give me a second. This will get loaded. And I do want to say, once this rod gets in there, I want to say this spring kind of falls down inside of there. Well, that's well. Anyway, you get the idea. I don't want to lose all the fucking parts and pieces in here, but anyway, you do that. And then you would actually mount this thing on. You basically mount it on here, and then put this over top, or just be careful with it. You probably do need to. Now this paint has been cleaned too. Looks rusty, but it's not. But you always want to make sure all them little discs are in there, because if not, you could have some pretty bad failure with some things. So these are pretty simple pieces. They're not real complex. This is a left-hand pump as well. See, trying to do this shit with just like that, and then give me a second here. You see me? So basically, I would kind of take this. You see, that would get put in like that. This shaft would actually go all the way through. So basically, this shaft would go all the way through like this. Connects, I believe, that spring. Now, once you put the bearing on too, I will tell you there's a little pin right here. This little collar key. You put the bearing on this shaft right here, all the way down. And then basically, you see how it is, and then you put this over top of it. Put that over top of it, and it goes in that groove. It holds that bearing on. All right. I believe this spring. I'm not exactly sure. I'd have to look at the schematic. I got schematics for it, but there's a possible chance it might go in here like this, or on the back side. And then basically, you just gotta look at the other side, and this guy would go on. Actually, I think mine goes on like this because it's the way this is going to be facing. It's going to be facing this way. So, and I've got access to the back of that. So then that just gets put on like that. And then once you put that on, you have one of these keys, and that key holds. There's a groove right here. It holds that bearing in as well. But yeah, that's kind of what we got. It's a fairly simple fix. When I get parts, I'm going to try to do another video of it. But hopefully that helps you guys. This is also a PK pump. Now you can see, because the way it faces, I blew the serial number off. I just took my other serial number from my other one. It's going to be the exact same, but it's going to be reversed. I want to see all the parts are the same. You can kind of see. You can kind of see, like right down there, you can't get numbers off of it because when you wash them, pressure wash them, it just blows the damn sticker off. But hopefully this will help you guys. Don't spend $600, $700, $800. I think I had to look up all the seals individually. You can go to Hydro Gear or even Jack Small Engines. Now this one's a PK 2G or 2HGG MA1X XLXX pump. The one I found was basically a PK 2H something else, and the numbers were a little different, but the last four were pretty similar. I want to say most of the parts are pretty the same, so I had to kind of order them that way. But they should still work. But it beats spending $700 minimum is what I found for the pump. Maybe $650. Then you're going to have shipping, handling, all the other shit. You're going to be up in the upwards of $1,000. The Skag dealer, they wanted $921 plus shipping plus tax. So you're still looking at you're looking at $1,000 probably. But that's my scuttle for the day.